Hey everyone, it's Cecelia Towns, the Sporty Esquire, and I'm back with Workin Women Wednesday. Now, technically, I was not supposed to be doing Workin Women Wednesday until the fall started. I was taking the whole summer off to come up with some new content and relax, but something really amazing happened to me earlier this week, and I've been getting a lot of questions about it. And so I thought, why not kick off Workin Women Wednesday a little early and share with you guys about how I became a contributing writer for Forbes.com. Yes, the Forbes. Yes, I'm excited. Yes, I'm gonna give y'all some new content. It's amazing, right? So today's Workin Women Wednesday, as I return to Workin Women Wednesday, is titled When Workin Women Wednesday Meets Praying Woman Every Day. Okay? People have been asking me how I got it done, and it really wasn't by myself. And I am a firm believer in the statement or the scripture that says that they overcame by the power of their testimony. Now, you might not read the Bible, but I think it is true, no matter your belief system, that there's power in sharing your story with other people. Sharing your testimony, telling people how you got there. It inspires other people. It encourages other people. It empowers other people who are on a similar path or are, just looking for hope. I also think it's important to share your story because, in the social media age, we can really get the impression that people get where they are by themselves. It looks like a whole me show, and that's not true. People also can get the impression that things sort of happen overnight, and that's not true. Rome wasn't built in a day, and it certainly wasn't built by one person. So I think it's very important that we share our stories. So my story with becoming a contributing writer at Forbes starts with prayer. I'm a firm believer in praying without ceasing, praying for everything. Y'all, I will pray over parking spaces. I will pray when I lose something, and I pray obviously for serious things. And so for me, I had the desire to write a column, a women in sports column, on a broader platform than Gladiators. Obviously, GladiatHers.com is an amazing blog, but I wanted to tell the stories of women in sports on a broader scale, on a site that had obviously more readers than Gladiators. And so I prayed that specific prayer. I said that I wanted the opportunity to write about women in sports, business, women in sports culture, on a larger outlet. Yeah, and I prayed about it often. I just didn't tell God that that's what I wanted. I didn't tell the universe that that's what I wanted one time, but I kept praying about it. After I prayed about it, then I wrote about it. I have a prayer journal. I have a lot of prayer journals where I just write out things that I'm gonna believe in God for. And that really comes from my belief in writing the vision, making it plain. I truly and honestly, I've seen it in my life, seen it in other people's lives, that when you write something down, it acts to sort of motivate you, to remind you that this is the goal, so to keep it fresh on your brain when times get tough. After I wrote it down, then I really started activating my faith, so to speak. I started talking about it. I think that, words have the power to shape your reality. And so, I speak things into existence. So I talk to people, relevant people, who were in the industry, relevant people who were business people who could connect me. I told my friends, I told my family, and I didn't just talk about it always in the sense of, well, this is what I want to do, but sometimes I was bold enough to say this is going to happen. When I get this column, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. So I think that's very important when you are working towards a goal. A lot of people like to keep quiet about it. I don't believe in keeping quiet about it. Now, some things you don't tell. There's I think a time and a place to share certain things, but it's also very important to speak about what you want for your life. Talk about it. Tell people about it. And after I got to telling people about it, I made sure that I was still, implementing the WWW, the Workin Women Wednesday. I was doing the work. So I continue to work at Gladiators. I continue to try to mentor other people. I continue to write. I continue to try to set myself apart as an expert in women in sports, because that's really one of the important parts, is that when you're striving for a goal, you have to show people, you have to show yourself, you have to show God, the universe, that you can be faithful with the things you have right in front of you. So if you're searching, you want a new client, do really great work for the clients you currently have. If you want a new job, do the job you have right now really well, but keep applying for the new jobs. Keep pitching to new clients. So you do the work that is right in front of you to do. You do it excellently. And, then the work that you want, the opportunities that you want, they'll come to you. So that's it. I prayed about it. I wrote it out. I talked about it, and I did the work. And I promise you, as you're striving for your goals, as you're trying to make moves, as you're trying to change the world, if you implement that into your system of work, if you implement those things in addition to doing the work, if you pray on it, you write it down, you talk about it, I promise you'll move mountains. And the really amazing thing about me writing for Forbes is that when I initially put my prayer out there and I initially wrote it down, it was actually I wanted to do it in a smaller, more specific publication, bigger than Gladiators, smaller than Forbes. And so I just think it's amazing that God answered my prayers in an even mightier way. Like, Forbes is not just sports, it's business. It's got an audience that I couldn't even imagine being able to write for. So yeah, I'm excited about Forbes. I'm grateful for being able to write for Forbes.com. And I just need y'all to read my articles when I post them. I have one up now. I got another one coming for you next week. So read them, share them, comment on them, tell me what you think. And yeah, implement prayer, written sort of prayers. Say the prayer, write the prayer, talk the prayer, and watch your Forbes.com happen to you. Bye. This has been another episode of Workin Women Wednesday with the Sporty Esquire. I will see you soon.